Warm welcome, dear one, to a new episode of Heart and Soul. And today I would like to talk about issues around abandonment and rejection, as so many of us are the weird one and the black sheep or whatever you might call that. And so I find it really important to really understand this topic and to overcome it so we can really thrive in life. The reason why I would like to talk about abandonment and rejection issues is that being a change maker and making experiences of rejection and being abandoned by our natural family, for example, is a given almost. So many of us have experienced to be the weirdo, to be different, and there might have been a deep wounding in early childhood. And actually, I'm talking about myself, but of course, I know so many of us who have had, of course, different ways where how this has been playing out, but the topic has been the same. And I feel that it is really important for us to overcome this fear of rejection and to really heal these deep wounds of abandonment that are, they are so ancient and old, and they are not just from this lifetime. I have been killed again and again and again and tortured in so many lives whenever I was showing my true self, as people have been superstitious and thinking I'm a witch or something like that. So I have been different and I have been killed for being different in other lifetimes. And I did learn to adjust to my environment, very much so. I'm able to do so. And it had been a coping mechanism for survival, but it's not what we came for, and it is not what I came for. I didn't come to hide my light. I came to be myself, and this needs bravery from all of us. After all of these experiences and after all of these woundings of not being accepted the way we are, this needs bravery. And that is the reason why I would love to inspire you to overcome these topics, as I would like to share with you that what is painful for us actually shouldn't be, as we came to be different. So if people cannot accept us for being different, that is just a perfect reflection that we are on the right path. Because if we would fit in, we would do a bad job as a change maker. So what has been painful is actually our most beautiful parts of ourselves. It is our heart, soul, essence that is shining through. And of course, this isn't a match for the same old, fitting into the box society. And it is not a match on an energetic level. I'm much into energies, and that helped me a lot to understand what is actually happening. as when you can feel the energies, it is making sense that people have not been able to understand us and to welcome us. We always felt different, and that is something that is kind of a little bit of funny when I look onto my own life path, how I tried to be normal while people could always sense on an energetic level that I'm different. And so, of course, I made these experiences where I have been the outsider. And this is creating also funny situations on the outside, as um, sometimes things have a delay when they have to adjust energetically. Um, that is something that came to my awareness lately. I was trying to send a Christmas gift to an old friend of mine, and he and I, we couldn't be more different in lots of ways. And so it's been really funny, as I'm sensitive to energies. I did send out this little package, and I felt, oh, there's a highly opportunity to that this little parcel is going to be lost. And so I made sure it has a tracking number. And anyways, I felt a few days later, I felt something is really off. There's something energetically feeling totally stuck. And actually, this little package got lost, and I had to bring in my my special abilities to say no, this package has to be delivered. And so they did find it again, but it took endlessly until they have been able to deliver it. And this has been a beautiful coincidence, as and a very timely one, even, as this was a little Christmas gift that was sent out and that had issues being delivered, um, as the energies are really different from this person and from me. And this reminded me that I had been this little parcel and gift many years ago. My first name, Natalie, I received because I was supposed to come in at Christmas. Um, as Natalie, Natale means being born. It's a word for Christmas in other languages. And yeah, I was supposed to be a little Christmas gift, but I wasn't seen as a gift at all. And so there has been really difficulties on an energetic level to deliver this little parcel with my name on it. And so I came in with 2 weeks delay, last minute delivery, so to speak. And now this little parcel I was sending to a friend of mine did give a replay of that old story. And I felt like we will always have these replays on the outside, as long as we have still a layer inside of us that we haven't cleaned out. And now I have been even very grateful for this reminder, as I felt it is really important to talk about that topic, as we might get stuck in our own life as long as we have still these woundings where we not express ourselves freely because we fear that we are somehow not acceptable, that we will be rejected in some way. But we have to be different. We have to be ourselves, and we have to learn to not wanting to be accepted on the outside. It is really, really important that we learn to follow our own inner guiding light and follow our own lead, and not compromise and corrupt our own being for being accepted by others. Because see, others, they are wounded themselves, and the way they see and perceive us is through their filters and their own history of pain. So the ones who are rejecting you, they are the ones who have never welcomed themselves, who have never accepted the gift that they are to themselves. And when we expect people to accept us and to welcome us, if we need them to welcome us and to accept us, if we need that, we will suffer. As nobody came to be the minion of someone else, nobody of us has been born to fit into tiny little boxes of normality, of expectations of others. That's not what we came for. That is not what any person ever came for. We all came to be ourselves. And our wounds, they come from this place where we felt we are not welcomed, we are not accepted the way we are. But see, this is the reason why we are so needed. Whatever is painful for you in this area of life, of not being seen for who you are, for not being welcomed and accepted who you are, wherever there is pain, I invite you to change your way of perception, as what is different about you is all what is perfect about you, what is beautiful about you, what is precious about you. You are the gift that came onto this planet, not to save anybody, not to tell others how to be, because of course we can fall into that trap also. When we feel we have not been accepted the way we are, and when we feel people want us to be different somehow, they want us to be and behave in a special way and not be and behave in a way that is natural to us, we might start a fight with them, as we know that our ways are better. And that's the whole trap. Don't go into any fights. Accept yourself fully and totally. That's the only way to heal these wounding of abandonment. Accept yourself fully. And the moment you accept yourself fully, there is no need to convince anybody on this planet to change their ways. I can see very, very often through people and see the story that is playing out in their energetic field and the story that they are telling themselves. And so The people that have been rejecting me, I can feel their pain. So I have lots of compassion for them, normally. Not always. I'm human. uh, but normally I can see what is going on inside of them and why they try to convince me how I shall be and behave, as they need validation. That's the funny thing. That is really a virus on this planet. Um, People who have not been accepted, they tell themselves a story, what is the right way to be, what is the right way to express, what is the right way to live. And then they create this story and this persona that is not really their self. It's a total illusion and lie. And then they try to convince you to live the same lie, as they feel uncomfortable because they are living a lie and an illusion. So they want you to join their lie and their illusion. And yeah, it won't help if you try and tell them they shall live the way you live. They cannot perceive that, they cannot see that, but people are sensitive to energies, even if they are not aware of that at all. On a subconscious level, people feel who we are and what we are expressing. What is one reason why we might get into trouble so often? As people, they can sense it, they smell it, we are different. And it's also the reason why we don't have to convince anybody. People will see it, they will feel it when we express our true self. And that is beautiful as can be. When we align with our inner core and we embrace all of ourselves and we become whole again and we start to shine our true essence outwards into this world. We don't have to do anything at all, we just have to be. And just with being ourselves, we make a huge, huge difference, as this is changing everything. And some people might really feel challenged from this. I have experienced this myself, how people got really angry from just me being around. As if people react angry towards you just from your emanation, it is because you are reminding them of their deep wounds. That and your light is their shadow, as your light is reminding them how they have abandoned themselves. Because in the end, abandonment is always self-abandonment. It is always about abandoning and rejecting our own being. And so if people are really reacting angry and towards you being yourself, it is because your light is reminding them. Really, it is. And this might be painful as hell to them. And when you start to really feel into this, how beautiful it is and how brave it is to really be yourself and in this way show your true being, and then you can realize how painful this is for the other. And that is the reason why sometimes people are acting out in really, really strange ways towards us. And actually, this is something that is more and more bringing up compassion inside of me as I'm able to see through these stories. And of course, people will always find reasons because people don't want to feel their feeling and of pain. And so they will justify why they act in mean ways towards you. And so my invitation towards you is to really make peace with yourself and welcome yourself and accept that there might be a huge energetic difference, and it might not be so easy for people to deal with this energetic difference and to adjust to these energies. And if someone is still trying to abandon you, this person, all they are saying is, I'm in pain. I'm in deep, deep pain. I cannot accept you because I cannot accept myself. This is what people are saying who are abandoning and rejecting you. As a person who has truly accepted themselves, they will never reject someone on the outside. Of course, we have to be decisive. What people we spend our time with, with whom we are living and with whom we are working. And me myself, my day has only so many hours, so I cannot spend time with everybody anytime people would like to. But I never reject and I never abandon anyone, as I always refer from my heart, soul, essence towards theirs. And even if someone is rejecting me, I'm grateful now for showing me if there's still a layer inside of me that needs healing. And it is an opportunity for me to look at them and to feel what is their story and what needs healing inside of them. And then they are a beautiful reminder for me to share this with you so you can deal with your own issues in these areas of life. And you can warmly welcome yourself and accept the treasure that you are and why you came onto this planet, and see why you are so needed. Yeah. You're so needed on this planet. So, well, I could spend hours talking about that topic, but I feel that's enough for today. And actually, I would love to say thank you to those people who have been listening to my first episode of Heart and Soul and have been encouraging me, as I have welcomed and accepted myself. I'm now connecting to those of my kind who are also able to send out love and acceptance, and who are also very warmly welcoming me into their life. And that's just beautiful. So yeah, that's a shout out to you. And yeah, much love and a big, big hug to you. Until next time, your Natalie.